We are back for turn 5, November 1945 of Case Geld, Paper Wars issue 101, Compass Games, alternate history, the Axis invasion or attempted invasion of the United States. And I say attempted because it doesn't look very good for the Japanese over here. And then the Germans here in South Carolina, they're getting troops ashore, but again, will it be enough and in time to achieve their victory conditions? So we'll see. So like I said, we are starting turn 5. And real quick how the game ends, I haven't covered it yet. You can see it here. Starting on turn 9, roll a d6. If you roll a 1, game ends. Kind of represents some kind of collapse back in Europe or Japan or something. And then you calculate the victory points. And then each turn beyond that, next turn 1 or 2. Next turn 1 through 3, so the game can't go beyond October, November, as long as you just keep rolling 6s or at least above the number. And then another unique term here is frozen. Lakes are frozen for this turn. There's no combat around them in this game, but that could have an impact. But we're not there. We're on turn 5. So we are going to follow the turn sequence again here, just as a reminder. U.S. rolls for air power in each theater. U.S. then does replacements from any units destroyed based on the number of cities they have. And then the U.S. rolls to see if they get atomic bombs and then do an atomic bomb attack. And only the first turn did this work. Both beachheads were atomic bombed, which really hurt the Japanese since they didn't capture a port, which should be a rule now when I play this game again. Grab a port. Down here they got Charleston. They landed north of Charleston and moved down and captured it. So, and there's a rule that the U.S. will not drop atomic bombs on their own cities, which makes sense. Of course, the Germans here have been beating their head against Savannah for the last 3 turns. So that means Savannah has been in a constant state of attack for 3 months. Yep, 3 months. Maybe it's the Stalingrad of this alternate history here. So we're going to go ahead and pull up this handy-dandy chart that somebody made on BGG. It's pretty good to do, so you can get this on BGG and download it. Okay, so here, just to finally give credit where credit is due, here is the upload by Sturmer. Case Geld player aid card. That's what we see back here, which I've incorporated in this quick Vassal mod I made. So it's real helpful. So good job, Sturmer. Sorry I didn't mention you before. I'll keep that up. Maybe we'll look at that later. But the cool thing about it is they have the die rolls needed for generating an atomic bomb and how much air power, as well as a place to put reinforcements. I've just put them on the board opposite the beachhead, but you can do that here. And then destroyed units, and we see here when Axis units are destroyed, they're gone. When U.S. units are destroyed, they go back for replacements unless they're the Anzac Detachment or the British Expeditionary Force. And I've incorporated the extra steps in the German and Japanese units on the counters in Vassal, so I don't need to use this. So what we're going to do first is, like I said, the first thing per the sequence of play is we roll for air power for each side, and here's the die roll. So let's first roll for Western. Nice. Not that they need it, but they get 2. So we're going to put them here for now. Well, at this point we got to place them too. This is a phase we place them, so I think we'll place one here. That covers this, but the question is, where would the Japanese go? So let's place it here. The Japanese could do a probing. Well, that's it. That's what we need. So Gonna take that off. That's where the air power is. So we got one of them next to the beachhead in case we get an opportunity to bomb it or do an attack. So that's done. Let's do the air power now for the other front. There we go, and we'll roll the die. A 2. They get 1. Wow, they could have gotten 0. Well, again, I've got this same problem I had last time. I could put them on Savannah to help defend it. Or I could put it here to bomb the beachhead again and freeze these units. Or this is good for a counterattack. So, am I worried about them attacking out here? This would defend this guy if they... Yeah, let's put him here. Okay. And then it's the replacement phase. High roll gets to do first. White is west, black is east. And again, the Pacific gets it. So let's go ahead and see what's in here. So the Pacific has 1 unit, and that's it. And I can place them on any city for, now this is, let's put them here. Okay, that's the replacement phase. And the big phase here, rolling for the atomic bomb. Alright, and the Japanese, the reason they invaded here was to get this Manhattan site out here, which they did. But then they were unable to secure Seattle, which is the nearest port. They have to go all the way down to San Francisco to get another one. Vancouver could be a port too, but they tried, but they didn't get it. So we're going to roll to see. There's only 2 sites in the US, so 1 to 4. This time they got it. Well, that's pretty much no-brainer. They're going to bomb the beachhead again, because if they succeed, then the Japanese have no supply, can't lead reinforcements, and this will probably be the end for them this turn. Let's roll for the Germans here. There's no rolling because all 3 sites are intact. The German airborne army tried to drop here and go after this, but that's what these units finished off last turn. So we're just going to drop the bomb again on the beachhead, which prevents reinforcements here, but they're getting a supply through Charleston. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and resolve these now. So we need the charts here. And we'll do this one first. And here are the modifiers. Down here, -2 automatically. And this is why I put the air power over it. The hex has to be in range of US air power, otherwise -1. Target's not in rough or mountains, so we're good to go. So here we go. Let's see if we get a successful... We do this time. Holy smoke. That's 6 minus 2 is 4. And that's how many steps are lost, too. So the Germans probably want to do this. 1 unit is going to be permanently eliminated. So that's 2, 3, 4. Okay, so, and that beachhead can't, these units can't move, they can defend. And that beachhead cannot be used for reinforcements. So the maximum number of reinforcements that can be dropped or moved in are 2. Ironically, they're still in supply. So that may be a target later. We'll see. Alright, so that one's done. Let's move over to the other one. And like I said, if this succeeds, the Japanese probably are out of it. So again, it's the same, just -2. Anything greater, 3 or greater. No! Gosh, they just won't go away. That pretty much like the atomic bomb dropped and it fizzled. So the Japanese still get a retrieve here. So this just keeps going. Alright. It didn't work. Let's return this to... I would have actually rather had this one work than the other one, but I guess it continues. Alright, so the next thing is German move, combat, combat, move, or combat, combat. Actually, you can do that, but I don't know how they do that. So the Germans are actually going to do a... well, they don't have any choice. You can't move from Zoc to Zoc. I mean, they could bring these guys down and hit Savannah real hard. Would that help them, though? Or they could go for a breakout here. If they did a combat and won here, then they could move out here or do some, but they can't do a combat again. And then they couldn't attack Savannah again. So, I'm gonna have to think about this. Alright, let's see what we're gonna do here. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna do a probing attack with this stack to here. So that's a probing attack. That's where you don't resolve it, you just move in a Zoc. I can't move from Zoc to Zoc, but I can do a probing attack, and then what makes it better is I can then do a momentum attack against this guy. And then I can use these two guys to attack Savannah again. So let's see if we get lucky. This is 18 to 1. That's a... wow, that's only a plus 17. Yeah, it didn't even get to 30. 8, 9, 10, 18 minus 1 is 17, so that's the 15. So let's see how that goes. So again, the probing attack, 15 column on 3. Oh, we lose a step, but they lose 3 and they're gone. Okay? So the question is, what do we want to lose a step from? I could lose it from that guy. I do get 1 elite, so I'm going to lose it from him. I only get 1 elite, and then this guy goes into the cup. Now, these guys are going to advance after combat. That gives them freedom of movement now to come back if they need to. Too bad we can't attack further. The Germans want to drive this way. They don't want to drive this way. If they drive this way, it looks like they got to go for Tulsa for the win. Alright, here we go again. 16, 17, 18. 18 and 12 is 38. To 11 is 28, is 27, is 25. Shift 2. Just to show you that. 25, but we're attacking. Oh wait, it's I always forget to include the 1 for the... why can't I get this over here? Hold on a second. There it is. Okay, so this is really actually 11, 12, because the garrison that's there we don't see. Maybe next time I'll put the garrison markers out. So it's 12 from 38 is still 26, is still 25 with a 2 shift. So that takes it down. Maybe they'll finally take it here. They're on the 15 column, survey says. I think they did it. Finally. 5, 0, 5. So this would be 1, 2, this one only has 1 step, 3. So yes, the Germans finally, after 3 months of combat, have taken Savannah. Let's get one of their control markers. There it is. Okay, and that also changes the city points now. So the east city points go down by 1. Won't affect replacements. They get 1 replacement for every 5 city points in the east, and it's nowhere near. And then somebody gets to advance after combat. And then these guys can move. And look what we got here. Well, we can't go here. We'll get stuck there. Okay, I can only move 2 units because that counts as a stack. Alright. It's a shame about this. These guys have to get off here to get reinforcements. Alright, so that is the German combat phase, and they did finally whoa, wait a minute. Oops. I only want to advance 1 unit there. I don't want to advance anybody. I have to advance somebody. That's what I'm going to say. Let's advance this guy. Since I can't go that far, he can't move. Okay, the reason I did that is so I can land. Well, I can move this guy off. Okay. Sorry, I'm figuring things out as I go. So, yeah, this way I can bring in 4 reinforcements. I can bring in 2 here and 2 there. So, yeah, and that's Charleston. I can't bring any here. If this hadn't been nuked, I could have brought in my full 6, although I am running out of units. So now, it's the German movement phase. So let me see what they're going to do. Alright, this may be the breakout moment. Let's see what we're doing here. I'm going to send these guys, and they do have a path. Now it's German movement. They can move down here 1, 2. They can't move in Jacksonville because they have to attack it. But 3. So they can get all the way to here. And then move these guys here. These guys I'm going to move here. And then that leaves this guy and these guys. Let's see what we got here. Oh, people need replacements. This is a nice unit too. Let's move him here. And let's move this guy here. But that's not strong. He may get an attack, so let's move him here. And see, I don't want to get pinned. So this, what I'm trying to prevent is getting somebody on both sides of me. So if I move somebody here, they can get on both sides of me. So that's not a good hex, unless I push all the way up here. But then these will push here. All right, so I still got a 2, 4, 6. And how many people need? I need replacements all over the place. Where could he give the best defense? That's good. That's good. I know I'm going to be landing 4 units here, so I'll just put him here as kind of a. Well, if the counterattack comes, it'll come from this side. So let's leave him here as a speed bump. Okay, so now it's the German replacement reinforcement. They get 1 elite back to full strength, and then they get 1 reduced. Well, that would be this guy. 1 regular, okay? And now they get 2. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay, that's the end of the German movement phase, and they finally did take Savannah. And they are threatening down here. Yeah, this is Zoc, so this will stop. But there's nobody down here to take advantage of that. And there's Tulsa. Now the US has a problem. And that's whose turn it is. Alright, let's take a shot at this. I do see something we can do here. This guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and get into Jacksonville. The reason I want to do that is now I've got a concentric attack. In hindsight, I should have moved this guy here to maintain the line of supply, but I didn't. So And then this guy's going to move here. Assume this is, no, down here. So I got 11 to 4, but it's a concentric plus whatever he is. And then this guy is going to move here, which hopefully these guys will be hurt. And this provides my second line of defense in case they do an attack move. Now the question is, do I want to keep Atlanta? I could move this guy to Atlanta, make them fight for it. It's mainly steps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And actually is now I put this guy in Birmingham. Do I really need to, or I can put him in Atlanta? Just so I can't, well, they could do a probing. Actually, let's put him here. That gives me my second line of defense on an attack. So I've got my screen, maybe a little weak here, but we're hoping to hurt them down here. So now all I have to do is screen here. Now, it looks like the main thrust, well, the main thrust could go anywhere. But if they capture Tulsa, they win it all. Otherwise, they have to take 26 cities. Disappointing to the game, they're probably going to do that. So, they're probably going to shoot for Tulsa, but we'll see. And we do ideally want to force... Okay, I need to start shifting these guys over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Actually, the BEF could have gone somewhere else. Oh, let's just throw them in the maelstrom that will be Atlanta. Am I worried about them driving up this way? It's not much to get this way. But this is here. And that guy's not very strong. This guy's a good 2 steps with a shift there. So that helps me there. Then I got another guy here. I think I'll stay forward here. And move here. Okay, so that gives me a solid line of defense this way. And then these guys can shift. They're going to move up. They could attack. This could be the hole right here. This is not a clear second line of defense. This guy can stay there. This guy can stay there. That covers that. But that's the worry. If they can get up here and then win, well, that's a move attack. It doesn't matter. So we're covered. We are covered. The only question is they move here and they, well, no, it's a move attack. Again, as long as I can do a move attack, I'm okay. Is there any advantage to keeping this guy here? Let's put him in there. Doom, doom, doom. Okay, this one is dangerous. That's too far. So what have I got? Let's move this guy here. And we just got one more unit to move and then an attack, and then we're done here. What are we at? This will be a long turn. Well, maybe not on the Japanese front. We'll see. Yeah, it looks like the Germans are going to get their breakout. So the question is what to do with this 829. I think it's time to shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, nice. I'll just park him here. So that way you can react either way. Yeah, and that's to prevent there. So they're going to have to do a move attack. All right. So that's the US move, for better or worse. And let's find out what this is. gosh. Shark bait. 5 and 8 is 13. These are halved. So if this had just been one more, but yeah, 8 and 3 is 11, 12, 13, 13 minus 4 because it's out of supply. Because I didn't move this guy down here. That was an error. So that's going to get us just under 10. Let's see what that does. Yeah, we didn't make 10. We didn't get to 14. We got to 13. So we're at 5, but we get a 2 shift. And so we're at 15. And that's it. 15 on. Can't rope. Holy smoke. Alright, I've officially decreed that the 1st Armor Corps is, well, Patton's probably commanding more than that, but I got a 5, didn't I? Ouch! That hurts the Germans. I mean, you need those units. I rolled a 1 on 15. That was a big mistake. Yep, 5 losses. So these guys are dead. That takes a bit out of their punch. And then somebody could advance there. Now if I advance this guy out, then these guys can move forward. But if I keep him there, let's see, do I want to advance after combat here? Or I could put him here, but they'll be slaughtered. 2 and 1 is 3. They can do a probing and come on either. That's not a defensible position. So I'll keep this guy. Well, they can do a probing and come here. He could shift here. Then they could come down, though, and purposely attack him. But I'll get him back. But he doesn't add much to these guys. With all that being said, he has to stay in Jacksonville. He has to stay here. He can't move there. He could move here, but then the Germans are going past him, so he's going to stay there. All right. The Germans are getting a breakout, but at a cost. Let's look at this. They have lost a lot of units. Okay. And those don't come back. All right, let's go to the Japanese. What can they do? No. Anywhere they want to attack, you've already got a shift. They're too strong. The only thing the Japanese can do is pour more people in. Well, let's see. They could do a probing attack to here. And then, no. 9, 10, 13, 14 with a shift. 14 with a shift is, and they've got, no, they don't have it. They've only got 4, and it's going to be a shift down 1 from 4. It's going to be a 3. And they could really kill themselves. Nope. So all they can do is that. These guys can't attack him, and this guy's already got 2 shift. No. So they're just going to feed more troops. They can do 3 because this is a beachhead. Alright, so the Japanese turn was rather fast. Now the question is, what do the US want to do? And to be perfectly honest, they can get to both sides of the beachhead and do a concentric. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can add more units even. Oh, we got a 6. If we can get that guy around. Okay, let's do this. This guy can go there. Okay, this guy, they can get there by going doot, doot. This guy can go doot, doot. We'll bring these guys over. So now our question is there a way to... Let's get this guy out of the way. This guy could go doot, doot, but that doesn't help. Doot, doot, doot. No, oh, sorry. That guy's there. I don't think there's a path for this guy to get there, but we do have to move somebody here to maintain... Well, they've got supply. I don't know how to read that hex. But let's see what else we can do. Okay, so this guy is still here. And we've got plenty of air power. I'm not going to worry about it. This guy can do, however, 6, 8, 5. Oh my goodness. This is one heck of a stack. 4, 5, 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what the odds are. They're going for the beachhead with the 2 shift. 12, 20, 31, 37, 37, 42, 48, 52. So far we've got 52. Well, that's all we can get. That is all we can get. 52 to 18 takes it down to, with the shift, that's enough. 52, 42, 34. We're off the charts. That is enough. Now what we do need to do is keep these guys in supply, which means 6, 9, 4. We probably need to move these guys here. Is this the right thing? Or no, because otherwise we'll just be killing these guys one by one, waiting for an atom bomb to work. These guys will move up here. This guy will move up here. And the only problem is we have to put somebody here. This guy will go here. It's not a lot of defense, but we can always back it up with air power in the future. Yeah. 6, 1. Should I move 1 unit over there? See, then they could do a attack and then a momentum attack. Ouch. That would be no good. Yeah, that would be no good. So let's make sure they don't do that. Okay. Yeah, what I'm guarding against is them doing an attack, low odds. They win, and then they move right in. Now, it does allow them to do a probing attack here, and then they can move, so I got to put this guy here. Or then they can do combat and then move. Let's see if I can't pull somebody from here. Yeah, that's Portland, so let's put this guy here. 6, 5. Sure, if they want to waste their time going for Portland. Alright, well, of course if this attack succeeds, then it's game over for the Japanese. So, and they've got air power. So, I don't have to calculate it again, especially since they get a 2 shift. So this is literally on the 30 column. So they're not going to wait for an atom bomb to work. Who's ever in charge says, let's just see what we can do here. And survey says, oh gosh, these Japanese, they just can't die. Flip, flip, flip. Okay, but they are constrained now unless there were 6 there. It was a 50-50 chance. Well, the beachhead counts as 1. They didn't get it. They are just not having any luck getting out of here. There's a lot of Japanese. There's a lot of Japanese if they can get ashore. So that's it. And then we just do replacements. I don't know how many units. Oh, we don't do US replacements. The Japanese would have done this as a replacement. I missed that. They had 1 replacement they could have taken. These guys have all been reduced. Yeah, they could have done it. So close. Anyway. Alright, that's the end of turn 5. Let's do a little cleanup here. I mean, dang. They are just holding on by their fingernails. And meanwhile, this is well, it was a great attack down here though. Definitely worth it. They got lucky down here. These armor spearheads could have gone off to the races, and that's all because learning my lessons, didn't put somebody here. It's like the German Panzer Corps got too carried away, and they didn't have anybody guarding their supply lines. So, all right, that's the end of the turn. I'll do some cleanup here. And then the next turn will be turn 6, I think. So, that's that. And the atom bomb goes away again. So they've got that. Germans are getting their breakout. The question is, can they win? Because I can't get units over there. And then these go back, the air power markers. Yep, they got the atom bomb here, but it fizzled. If it hadn't, it would have been over. It would have been over. So let's get that air power marker. All right, cool. Well, thank you for watching. Comment if you feel led, and like, and definitely subscribe so you can see the next turn to see if finally the Japanese can be kicked off. While can the Germans be attritioned enough to prevent them from being able to drive anywhere? We'll see. All right, thanks for listening.